This visual novel contains scenes and themes that may be disturbing or emotionally intense for some players. It includes the following sensitive content: explicit violence, blood and death, suicide, depression, trauma and mental health disorders, strong and offensive language, jump scares, sudden scares and flashing lights, intense sound effects that may exceed 85 decibels. Damn. For those reasons, this game is not recommended for players with photosensitive epilepsy. Tonight, I've got tinnitus, but oh well, we're going to go through it. Auditory hypersensitivity or other medical conditions that may be aggravated by such stimuli. All of these themes are included solely for narrative purposes. The creator does not endorse or glorify harmful behavior. If you feel uncomfortable at any point, we encourage you to take a break or seek support. If you are not prepared to face this type of content, we recommend exiting the game now. There is your warning. Please, so if you are sensitive to this type of content, please do not watch further. Otherwise, for those of you that are sticking around, let's head in. For a better experience, we recommend playing this visual novel with the music and sound at a comfortable but immersive volume. Headphones are also suggested for greater immersion. So we are heading into a game off of itch.io. It is, I cannot pronounce the name, Bajo las Rosas. Sorry if I'm butchered that. I don't know what it is in English. The synopsis says, why do things have to change? Why is everything beautiful so fleeting? Why does love always seem to slip through your fingers? Why does fate insist on taking it away? Promises break, feelings fade. What was once sworn to last forever now lies buried in oblivion. But not everyone is willing to accept that truth. Some pluck the flowers, others let them wither. And then there are those who would do anything to preserve their beauty forever, no matter the cost. After all, some love simply cannot wither. Which I think is so beautiful. And then the actual synopsis: after a rushed move, a small apartment with a garden seemed like the perfect refuge, a fresh start, a little peace, until one careless mistake ruins everything. The pain from the wound is the least of your worries. What's truly unsettling is him, your neighbor, who appears out of nowhere to help you. There's something about his smile, his warmth, the strange familiarity in his gaze, like he knows you better than you know yourself, stirring memories you thought were long buried. Can you trust him? Can you trust yourself? The roses are about to bloom, but their thorns might tear you apart. So the current features, this one, and so this is basically like episode 1. So this will just include for one day. It sounds like they are creating like an episodic series. So there will be more episodes loaded for each day. We're gonna try out day 1, see how it goes. If it's good, then we'll wait around, and as they upload, each new day, then we will look at jumping in and playing the story further. But for now, there is only one day available to play. Yeah, let's just give it a shot and see how it goes. Those who are not willing to die for love are not yet ready to love. Oh, okay. So it is a visual novel. Day 1, Germ of Desire. So, to my understanding, we're just playing day 1, and then they're going to upload like day 2, day 3 as it comes out. So, yeah, let's see what day 1 holds. Let's see. I never want to feel that again, that things change, that people drift away from me and take with them all the love I struggle so hard to earn. Ugh, damn it. Why does everyone have to be so jealous? Why is it so hard for them to share love? It's not like it's going to run out. Idiots. I clench my fists and exhale slowly, trying to calm the fire in my head. Getting angry won't help, not now. What matters is what I've learned. If love is something that can be taken away, then I must protect it. That's why when I found a place I could call my own, I held on to it with all my strength, like it was the last drop of water in the world. I filled it with life and meaning. That's why I loved my home. Not just for the happy memories I built there, but because it seemed to wrap me in a hug every time I crossed the door. Every corner had something special. But no matter how much I loved it, no matter how much I wanted to stay forever, no matter how much I told it day after day how much I cared, it was never enough. Funny, isn't it? In stories they always say happily ever after, but no one tells you that forever is actually very short. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. What matters is that I carried it with me, because no matter where I go, my home has always lived here. There. Oh, it's a pretty rose. And that means I can build something just as beautiful, or even better. Oh, look at our cute little home. Do we get to unpack? 2 weeks have passed since I moved. 2 weeks, and I still haven't finished organizing everything. The space is smaller than I'm used to, and every time I try to put things in order, I end up sitting and watching videos for hours. That kind of sounds like me. Let's see. I kneel in front of one of the biggest boxes, big enough to fit someone inside, and rummage through it for the upteenth time. Kitchen. God, where the hell did I put them? I've been eating with plastic cutlery since I got here because I don't remember where I packed the real ones. What a mess. I lift my gaze and see the chaos around me. Among the stacked boxes, a yellow envelope stands out on one of them. Shit. The apartment papers. The ones I was supposed to hand in about 3 days ago. I hurry to grab it, take out the document, and start checking the boxes, looking for the ones I still need to fill out. What is your name? Nix. What is your pronouns? Hello? Oh. She or her. I put it back and leave it on the table, making sure not to forget it again. My eyes scan the place, although the apartment itself is nice. Seeing it empty gives me a strange feeling. My gaze stops at a massive sliding door in the corner. Who would have thought? An apartment with a garden. I didn't even know they existed. I always thought apartments were designed to squeeze every last inch of space, like we were sardines inside a tiny can. Damn, that scared me. Are my neighbors testing how many hammer blows it takes to break the floor? I definitely would have preferred getting a house, but I didn't have the time. I walk toward the sliding door, dodging the mess on the floor. The garden waits on the other side, though for now it just seems like an empty space, lifeless, except for them. In a huge plastic bucket right in the middle, my roses rest. The first thing I did when I arrived was take them out of the box, remove the wrappings, and put them in water. I haven't had time to replant them yet, but I couldn't let them suffocate between cardboard and tape. I approach, and just seeing them makes my chest feel lighter. So beautiful and perfect. I could almost get drunk just by looking at them. Those roses mean the world to me. But then, something isn't right. A sour, barely noticeable smell hits my nose. I feel my body tense and my skin prickle. I carefully move a few roses aside until I reach the back, and I see it. See what? Oh, a dead rose. No, it's a dead rose. It's rotted. No. No. I start pulling off the damaged petals, one, another, but the more I try to save it, the more it seems to decay before my eyes. It's almost like I can smell it, as if it were trying to escape from me desperately. I apparently don't take rejection of dying flowers very well. Finally, only the bare stem remains in my hand. My breath catches. Tears fall before I even realize it. You can't leave. You can't. But you can't. You loved me. You love me. I grab the stem so hard the thorns dig into my skin, but I don't let go. I don't care about the pain. I can't let go. I must not let go. I stand up abruptly, still holding the stem in my hands. A buzzing rumbles in my head, making me lose balance and almost fall. The room pulses. Is it laughing? Why is it laughing at me? No, this can't be happening. My vision blurs. My jaw shakes violently as if it might collapse at any moment. I feel like I can't breathe. This is my fault. I took care of you. I protected you. I did everything right so you'd stay with me forever. You can't do this to me. You can't pay me back like this after everything I did for you. Technically, that's how I feel about all the plants I've by accidentally murdered. Like, how dare you die when I just tried to make you live? The pressure in my chest is unbearable. A thick red haze clouds my thoughts and the air grows heavy. That damn buzzing is piercing my ears. I walk desperately around the room, knocking everything over in my path. Damn it. I crash into the wall. I grab it with my bloodied hands and pass out. I inevitably pass out. A metallic smell fills the place. My leg. I feel a deep pain devouring me from inside. It's like something thick and sticky is tangling in my insides, dragging me down deeper and deeper, as if it's trying to bury me alive. Okay, we're in the thick of it. Bury alive? I hope it never happened. What's that? Slowly, a gentle scent drifts through the air, wrapping me in warmth. Sweet, but not cloying? Somehow, it's familiar. I frown, trying to identify it. It reminds me of something warm and joyful. It's my bedroom. Ah, that's so awesome. Sorry. We were doing a drift event, attending to a client's car, and they came first. They came first in the drift event. So happy. Okay. Back to the horror. I open my eyes with difficulty. Ugh. I lift my hand to my forehead and blink several times, trying to clear my thoughts. What the hell happened? I look around. I recognize the bed, the walls, and the small table by the window. It's my room, but something doesn't fit. I didn't leave everything so tidy. The curtains are in place and slightly open, just enough for light to come in, but not enough to hit my face. The furniture, which had been piled near the door, is now perfectly aligned. The decorations I'd left scattered on the floor are in their place. Everything is organized exactly like my old room. I don't remember going to sleep here. My gaze scans the place. The amount of light coming through the curtains is like day? But the last time I was conscious, it was early at night. Oh no, how long did I sleep? I try to sit up, but my body doesn't respond, and gravity pushes me back against the mattress. Oh, damn, everything hurts. I bring a trembling hand to my forehead and notice something strange. A cold cloth against my skin. A gauze? I look at my other hand. It's also bandaged with precise care. And this? Then I hear it, a subtle noise on the other side of the door, like someone is walking back and forth. Wait. Someone? Someone's in my apartment! How the hell did someone get in? Is that why everything looks so organized? My mind blanks for a second. Everything organized? I'm getting the fuck up. With superhuman effort, I manage to get out of bed. I creep to the door and press my ear against the cold wood. Silence. I slowly open the door, praying my bad luck doesn't catch up with me and make it creak. Everything is in order. Suddenly, I hear footsteps coming from behind me. Oh no, this is the end. This is where I die. Murder! I spin around, fist raised, ready to face my fate, because if they're going to kill me, at least I want to do it face to face. I couldn't read that dialogue. But get the gist of it. My legs almost give out. I stumble back a step, my heart pounding in my chest. My eyes meet a pair that look bloodshot. A chill runs down my spine. He's tall, with incredibly pale skin, white hair like snow streaked with red and black. He's a vampire. He's gonna drink my blood. Don't bite me. His lips are unnaturally vivid. He looks like a porcelain doll. So unreal. For a second, I notice him shiver like my presence startled him. Everything on this is just so like monotonously pink. His right hand, but it works. It works though. His right hand trembles slightly, then he clenches it tight. Well, good morning, Sleeping Beauty. Did you get enough rest or not quite? I blink. I'm not good at doing different voices, so I apologize if everything sounds the same. What the? Doesn't he have a knife? A gun? Isn't he here to kill me? But he doesn't look like a thief either. A lunatic? A runaway psychiatric? That's what we jump to? A psychiatric patient? Why the hell does he look so calm? Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. What a relief. You really had me worried. His voice is soft and calm, with a serenity that completely throws me off. How the hell can he sound like that after breaking into my apartment? I feel panic rising and my face even feels pale. My eyes scan his tall frame. There has to be something. A hidden knife, a twisted grin, a threatening stance. Something, anything. Nothing. He's just standing there. I don't get it. I want to run out of here, but my legs won't move. I feel like my heart is about to burst out of my chest. Come on, Nix. Move. Do something. I step back quickly and feel the table brush against my back. Carefully I touch it, and there it is. The biggest, heaviest vase I own. What if I threw it at him? What sound would it make if I smashed it against him? That's something very weird to think about. What would his face look like right before? How many pieces would his head break into? Oh wow, we are really troubled. No. What the hell am I thinking? I take a deep breath and swallow hard, but it feels like I swallowed a jagged rock. What? Who are you? What are you doing in my apartment? How did you get in? Without taking my eyes off him, I fumble around with my other hand. Something that won't make me feel so defenseless. My hand hits something. Pointy. I grab it tight and aim it straight at him. Hiya! Are you kidding me? A plastic fork? Just what I needed. Can this day... You should never ask that question if the day can get any worse. Never. I squeeze the fork with all my strength, trying not to let him see my hand shaking. Not like I have many other options. But to my surprise, the guy doesn't react at all. No step back, no sudden movement. He just lowers his eyes to my weapon. Were you planning to stab me or invite me to dinner? What? Got a spoon hidden up your sleeve too? Oh god, you're the second creature in the world with the least survival instinct I ever seen. I don't know if I should feel offended or completely humiliated. How do you even get your dignity back after this? I wish the ground would just split open and swallow me whole right now, not my whole. Oh, really sorry. Honestly, I had a couple of more normal ways in mind to explain myself, I swear. But this was so much more entertaining. You exceeded my expectations by far. The boy stares at me for a moment. Then he tenses slightly, like he noticed something, and takes a small step back. Maybe he just realizes my nerves are about to explode. Hey, it's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. In fact, with that fork, I think I'm the one who should be scared. Cut the jokes. You're not answering my question. Who are you and how did you get in here? Well, alright. Try to breathe a little. I get that this might feel weird for you. Really weird. And I promise I can explain everything, okay? Just first, are you alright? He reaches his hand toward my forehead, but stops halfway and just points. You took a pretty good hit, you know that. Suddenly I feel the stinging in my hands and the pressure on my head. I remember the bandages wrapped around my hands and the piece of gauze on my forehead. You were in pretty bad shape when I found you. And to be honest, I didn't think you'd wake up so soon. I stay silent, trying to process. So he was the one who bandaged me. Sorry, I know it's a lot to take in at once. But seriously, how do you feel? Headache? Dizzy? Want me to check your bandages? I'm fine, I think. I say it more out of instinct than certainty. My body still feels heavy, but I don't want to give him more reasons to stay here. You sure? His reddish eyes scan my face closely, like he's trying to catch any sign I'm lying. I live in the building opposite from yours. I was passing by when I heard a loud crash. I won't lie, at first I didn't really care, but then I smelled blood coming from here. My blood smells really strong there. He's a vampire. I'm telling you, he's a vampire. How did he smell the blood? From my apartment. You're a vampire. Check the reflection. I knocked to see if everything was okay, but no one answered. And then the door opened on its own. And there you were. He points to the floor near the couch. Very decorative, by the way. Once he makes sure I look where he's pointing, he crosses his arms. Believe me, breaking into people's homes isn't exactly my favorite hobby. Though, if it were, I'd probably pick a cleaner place. No offense. I frown. Did I really leave the door open? I mean, it's not that unlikely. With how distracted I am, I wouldn't be surprised if I also left the stove on. I shake my head. Focus, Nix. That still doesn't explain why you decided to stay. Huh? Are you serious? Call me weird, but I see someone lying on the floor bleeding and unconscious. I usually think maybe they need help. Just maybe. But hey, if you'd prefer, next time I can just leave you there and move on with my life. I hate to admit it, but he definitely has a point. Although, if you'd really prefer, I can make up a more exciting story. Something with secret agents, hidden codes, or a sick obsession with you. A classic. I lower my eyes to my hands, still holding the fork. I start to feel a little guilty. He helped me, and I'm just attacking him. I sigh and finally drop the plastic fork back on the table. All right, I believe you. I look around curiously. But why is everything so tidy? I didn't leave it like this. The boy tenses for a moment, then just shrugs. While I waited for you to wake up, I picked up one thing, then another, and before I knew it, I was taking out your trash. It's an instinct, sorry. Sorry. His tone grows a bit timid, but he also starts looking around like he's not fully aware of how much he cleaned. He shakes his head and regains his composure. But admit it, this place needed some fixing up. It really looked more like a battlefield than an apartment. I frown. Well, I have to admit I'm grateful for that. Not every day someone breaks in and organizes your apartment. But suddenly my thoughts freeze and I start looking around anxiously. Hey, where are my roses? Your roses? Yes, I had a beautiful bouquet of red roses. I quickly look at the spot on the floor where I left them last night, but they're gone. My chest tightens. I look at the boy with desperate pleading. I'm definitely about to faint again. Yeah. He points toward the kitchen door. You left them scattered everywhere, but surprisingly, they were in pretty good shape. A few leaves missing, though. He pauses for a moment, like he's about to say something else. But instead, he just sighs and continues. Then he did say something else! Also, I just noticed that our mouse is a bat. Like a harlequin bat. I have a harlequin bat, just not with the wire around it. I still want to put the wire around. I gathered them and put them in the water, so don't worry about that. I let out a breath, feeling my heartbeat return to normal. Still, I feel a slight discomfort knowing someone else touched something so important to me, but I'm grateful that at least most of them are safe. They're precious? They're very precious. Did you grow them yourself? Yeah, I love roses. Not completely true, or not 100%. Love isn't enough. It's a tiny, insignificant word for what I feel for them. Saying only that is like looking at a star and calling it pretty. It doesn't do it justice. Just saying I love them falls way too short, but I'm obviously not going to tell my life story about roses to a complete stranger, so I just look away. I see. The boy looks at the glass door to the garden and stays silent for a few seconds. I guess that's why you chose this one then. This one? The apartment? I mean, it's not a palace or anything, but it has a garden. Ground floor apartments with green space are pretty expensive, you must know that. Not everyone spends that much just to watch something bloom. I guess that's why most of the apartments on this floor are empty. Huh, you're lucky after all, kid. I guess I just couldn't let my roses die. You know, not everyone has the patience to care for something so fragile. It takes more than just liking them. You've got talent. Yes, talent! It takes talent to look after plants. It's not just about liking them. You gotta love them, you gotta nurture them, you gotta make sure they don't die, you gotta water them, you gotta feed them. Sorry. I feel a faint heat rising in my cheeks and quickly turn my eyes away from his. I guess. I try to sound indifferent, but clearly that's not my strong suit. Before he can answer, I hurry to change the subject. Want something to drink? I mean, I don't have much, but there's water and some sodas. I walk toward the kitchen, passing close by him. Does he smell good at least? I love a man that smells good. No need. Don't bother with that. Better let me make you something to eat. You must be hungry. Yeah, thank you. I know I'm waking up soon. How do you know that? Are you seriously asking me that? He takes a step toward me, keeping a safe distance. You've been sleeping since early last night. At least, I don't know, more than 15 hours. At this rate, you'll faint before noon. He leans in slightly, just enough to see my face more clearly. Besides, ever since you woke up, you've been looking paler and paler. I could almost call you Casper. But don't worry, I'm not about to let you starve. I'm not that cruel. It's not that bad, I'm fine. He doesn't reply, he just stares at my face for a few seconds in silence. It's a little uncomfortable, to be honest. Although, his steady gaze also lets me study his face more closely. That beautiful little face. I hadn't thought about it before, but if it's already daytime, that means he looked after me all night, and yet he doesn't look tired at all. He's a vampire! I'm telling you, he's a vampire. Though, maybe that's just thanks to his flawless reddish makeup. If it was because of his flawless reddish makeup, I would be wearing reddish makeup every day. Without another word, he moves away and heads to the fridge. Sure. Then I'll take care of it. Take care of what? Making sure you eat? Look, if you don't eat, you'll get worse. And if you get worse, I'll worry. And if I worry, tough luck for you. I'm not leaving. Though honestly, I wouldn't mind looking after you again. I'd just rather not have to clean up blood again. I roll my eyes while he opens the fridge and quickly checks inside. Wait, you don't have to do that. Seriously, I'm fine. You know, it's not about having to. I'm doing it because I want to. And I won't stop until I see you've eaten something decent. So what would you like to eat? And don't you dare say nothing, because I won't accept that answer. What if I say anything's fine? Fine, suit yourself. I'll make whatever I want. Great, I basically just signed a contract without reading the fine print. I sigh, but I don't argue anymore. With nothing else to do, I lean against one of the counters and watch him in silence. Meanwhile, the boy moves around the kitchen with impressive skill and speed. It's like watching a live cooking show, just without the hysterical crowd screaming. Every knife cut is precise, and the way he sautés the ingredients is flawless. I want to ask if I can help, but at his pace, I definitely just get in the way. My God, this boy cleans, cooks, knows some first aid. I wonder if he can fly too. Is he Superman? And me, I burn water when I try to cook. Yeah, you need to learn how to cook, woman. Especially if you're going to live on your own. Wait. Hey. The boy pauses for a moment and turns his head slightly. Sorry, I accidentally double-clicked. I just realized I don't even know your name. And you only noticed that now? Well, with everything that happened... questionable. But I guess in your oh-so-peculiar case, I can make an exception. Rin. Ooh, such a sexy name. Huh? My name's Rin. And this is the part where you tell me your name, sweetheart. Or do you prefer I keep calling you Casper? No, but sweetheart will do. No, I already have a name. It's Nyx. And so he... I was not expecting that. I'm getting goosies in places I shouldn't. This is not an erotica novel, okay? Nyx, huh? Sounds nice. Suits you. Really? Yeah, you definitely got a Nyx face. What's that supposed to mean? He's got a tongue ring. Matchies? Nothing specific, really. Just that I once heard it... just that I once heard it used for a kitten just as grumpy. Hey, if you want to compare me to a cat, by all means... What? What do you mean just as? Do I look grumpy to you? I was joking. Sorry, just messing with you. But, oh God, you have to admit you're really fun. I cross my arms, puffing my cheeks a little. It really seems like everything amuses him. And apparently in that everything, I'm included too. Was that real indignation, or are you trying to imitate a grumpy cat? I don't have to answer that. Well, touche. Point for Nyx. He laughs again, clearly entertained by my indignation, before turning his attention back to the kitchen. After a few minutes, the smell of hot food fills the place. Oh, it really smells good. Rin turns around and sets a plate of food on the table. Ooh, it's so cute! Oh, that looks so freaking delicious. Oh, exactly! It's so cute! except for the bacon. I assume that's bacon. I don't do pork, so that will be a no-no, but this is adorable. I lean closer to the plate, staring at every little detail in awe. I wouldn't want to eat it. It's so adorable. Besides smelling amazing, it looks adorable. You see, it's like they're in my mind. It would honestly be a crime to eat it. Where did you learn to make this? Here and there. Let's just say I had demanding clients. If the food wasn't shaped like an animal, they wouldn't eat it. And of course, as soon as you put a little rice bunny on the plate, they'd forget about eating and start playing with the food. I'd get scolded for that, but honestly, I didn't care. Seeing them that happy was worth it. So you worked with kids? Yeah, something like that. He doesn't meet my eyes, but it's clear he doesn't want to talk about it. I don't want to make him uncomfortable either, so I focus on tasting the food. I take a bite, and as soon as the flavor spreads across my palate, my eyes widen in amazement. This is amazing! The fluffy texture of the rice contrasts perfectly with the softness of the vegetables. I'm so hungry now. There's a balance between sweet and salty, with a touch of spice that gives it a comforting, somehow familiar taste. It's warm, homemade, full of something I can't describe, but feels like a hug in the form of food. Rin laughs at my exaggerated reaction and then leans against the counter, arms crossed, watching me as I keep enjoying the meal. For a few minutes, everything feels calm. The atmosphere is incredibly comfortable, almost familiar, like we've known each other longer than we actually have. See, I told you you'd feel better after eating. Maybe. Maybe? Oh, you're breaking my heart. What a difficult guest you are. I'll just have to try harder next time to impress the critic. I shake my head. There's something in the way he talks that makes it impossible to take him seriously. Hey. It's not that it bothers me. I mean, I really appreciate it, but why did you do all of this? Staying all night, tidying my apartment, cooking for me. That's not something anyone would do for a stranger. And said like that, he sounds like a perfect husband. Oh Lord, we're jumping to husband already. A very dedicated one too. Let's get married. You could have left a long time ago. And I don't think anyone does that kind of thing for free. Ren tilts his head as if considering the question more seriously than I expected. I don't really know. I mean, there's no big reason behind it. What do you mean there's no reason? That's not normal. You don't just break into people's homes, cook, and take care of them for no reason. Nobody does that. I see Rin smile softly, like somehow my reaction revealed something about me and he found it endearing. Then I guess I'm not someone normal next. You know, we all need help sometimes. Someone to take care of us, even just a little. No matter how much some pretend to be tough, no one came into this world alone. We all arrived with help. But if someone insists on carrying everything alone, sooner or later that same loneliness crushes them. Or, in your peculiar case, ends up fainting in your apartment. I don't want anything in return, really. I'm not looking for recognition either. That's the last thing I care about. It's enough for me to know you're okay now. And smiling. To be honest, you have a beautiful smile. Plus, I just enjoy spending time with someone like you. Someone like me. Yep. You're simple. Hey! In a good way. I stare at him in silence. It's strange. Strange because he doesn't seem to be lying, but also because that answer feels familiar to me. Rin notices my expression and lets out a small laugh. What's wrong? Did I move you so much you fell in love with me now? Maybe just a little. Shut up! I cross my arms, pretending his teasing doesn't get to me. Are you always this annoying? Depends. I'm only like this with people I like. Rin throws an amused look. Have me flat. I'm melting on the floor right now for you. He glances at the small clock on one of the walls and starts adjusting the sleeves of his jacket. Alright, I'll let you finish your food in peace. Huh? You're leaving? Yep. Why? I'm a busy man, you know. The same man who spent almost an entire day squatting in my apartment. Yeah, I'm sure you're real busy, Mr. Rin. You'd be surprised at everything I can do in just one day. His gaze softens. I promised a friend I'd help with some things, and if I don't go, he'll probably be mad at me for a week. Rin lets out a small laugh, like he's remembering something. He walks to the door, opens it, and just before leaving, he turns back. You know, despite how all this went, I'm really glad I met you. You're very cute and fun. Oh, Lord. My heart will be like, oh, take me now! He thinks I'm cute? I feel a faint warmth rise to my cheeks. I'm a hopeless romantic, so this whole setting, as weird as it may be, someone just being in my apartment, caring for me after I fainted, I'd be like, just take me now. Just take me now. Get some rest, and please, don't go fainting again without warning. You can't exactly warn someone about that, idiot. Come on, with that brilliant mind of yours, I'm sure you can figure it out. Figure out how. With a teasing smile and a quick wink, Rin disappears down the hallway. The apartment falls silent, but for some reason it doesn't feel quite so empty anymore. Okay, sexy stranger. If you ask someone what's the first thing that comes to mind when they hear the word love, they'll probably say something like hearts, butterflies, rings, the color red, roses. That's normal, I guess. After all, since we were kids, we've been taught to see it that way. We see it in movies, in books, in songs, and it's not wrong. In a way, it's comforting to think that love looks that beautiful, that it can even feel tangible. But there are also people who answer with their favorite food, some 80s rock band, their pet, or someone's name, the person they love more than anything in the world. My face and clothes are completely covered in dirt and mud. This is a quick jump. Where the fuck are we? At least it's a feeling I've already grown used to. With one last look, I make sure all my roses are... okay, we're planting our roses. It's not that they're different. They're the same ones. I brought them with me, roots and all. But here they look more faded. I've never seen them like this before. Oh, I know. I miss our home too. But I promise, we only moved for your sake. Maybe with some fertilizer they'll perk up. Though it might take me a while to get it. I'm sorry. At that moment, last night's incident crosses my mind. I still feel incredibly sad about my poor Rose, but I don't want to cry anymore. And I know that no matter how hard I try, there's nothing left to save. The silence in the garden feels heavier than usual. Someone's watching me. Without lifting my head, I scan my surroundings with my eyes. It isn't hard. A couple of floors up behind a window, a small silhouette peeks through some worn pink curtains. A child? When they notice my gaze, the shadow clumsily vanishes, slamming the curtains shut. What curious neighbors. I get up, carefully brushing the dirt from my clothes, making sure not to soil my bandages. Rin. I'm pretty sure I've never heard that name before. How strange. Maybe I should have thanked him more properly for his help. But I'm not exactly good with words. Maybe I could buy him something? There's not much else to do, so after checking for the 100th time that everything in the garden is fine, I head back into my apartment to change. My thoughts go quiet, and the only thing I can hear is the annoying ticking of the clock. I hate that sound. Me too. That's why we don't own any clocks like that in the house. All our clocks are digital. Phones or watches. That's it. I had enough of hearing that in school. I don't want to hear it at home. What's happening? I need to get out of here. Okay, so we clearly are not doing so well mentally. The cold wind hits my nose and messes up my hair. It's getting late and the sun is already starting to set. But I was going to lose my mind if I stayed there any longer. Besides, this might be a good chance to explore the area. I haven't really gone out much these past few days. I've been too focused on getting my apartment in order. But now that's not an issue anymore, thanks to my neighbor. I guess I can take a break. The streets are mostly empty, maybe because of the time or maybe because it's a weekday. I'm not really going anywhere in particular. Honestly, I'm not even sure where I am. Maybe I should... Kai! I freeze. A woman's voice calls out loudly from behind me. Hey, Kai! That voice, it sounds familiar. No way. I turn around, scanning the shadows between the trees. And then a female figure appears, walking quickly toward me. Her hair sways in the wind, and the poor lighting makes it hard to see her face. What the... Kai! Oh, she's cute! She stops just a few steps in front of me, and I finally get a good look at her face. Just as surprised as mine. That voice, that hair, those eyes. Leah? It can't be. What is she doing here? It's really you. It's really you, Kai. My name is Nyx, Leah. I'm sorry that even after all this time, you still can't seem to remember it. No, I didn't forget your... I cut her off before she manages to say something else that'll make me even more upset. Leah, this is getting weird. Look, don't take it the wrong way, but you're really starting to make me uncomfortable. And I'd hate to think my memory is as bad as yours. Or maybe you just have so many people in your life you can't even tell them apart anymore. No, it's not that. I swear it's not. I'm sorry, I really am. I think I got confused. Nyx, I'm sorry. You haven't changed at all, have you? I'm sorry. God, this is so ridiculous. I don't even know why I'm crying. I don't even know why. I'm sorry. I guess my body just moved on its own. It's so strange seeing you. What are you doing here? I moved nearby a few weeks ago. Though, honestly, you were the last person I expected to run into. Especially this far from your home. Thanks for the warm welcome. Seems like you haven't changed much either. She looks away and doesn't say anything else. But honestly, I'm surprised she's not yelling or accusing me of anything. Oh, so this person is from our past that maybe we were trying to run away from, by the sounds of things. After all, things didn't exactly end well between us. Should I say something else? It's been so long since we talked. I don't know anything about her life these past few years. But what if I say the wrong thing? What if I upset her? We'll just end up shouting at each other like last time. I didn't think I'd see you again. Though, I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Because it sure didn't sound like one. Oh, don't overthink it. Coming from you, that's actually more worrying. Oh, come on. If I wanted to hurt you, you'd already know. That sounds like something a potential criminal would say. Well, if I were a criminal, I'd at least have better taste in victims. Though I won't pretend I didn't want to kill you a couple of times. Right back at you. Well, at least honesty is still alive between us. I let out a low sigh, turning my gaze away for a moment. So, are you still mad at me? I don't know. Classic. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to lie just to make you feel better. I didn't expect you to. You never did, actually. I guess that hasn't changed either. She lowers her head a little, her expression hard to read. You know, it's not like I'm someone who dwells on the past or anything, but sometimes I wonder what things might have been like if they had turned out differently. If we had... Forget it, it's stupid. If it sounds dumb in my head, I don't even want to imagine how it will sound out loud. Anyway, what brought you here? Peace, I guess. And you, what are you doing around here? An internship at a small company. Once it's over, I can finally graduate. That sounds nice. Nice? That's all I get? I was expecting something a bit more enthusiastic. Like, wow, Leah, that's amazing. You're a genius. She throws her arms up in an exaggerated pose. You know, I was never the type to boost your ego even more. Leah rolls her eyes, but then her gaze drops and she lets out a quiet sigh. Peace, huh? I never thought you and that old house would part ways. You loved it with everything you had. Did we have a weird relationship with our house? Things change. I hate that things change. We both go silent, eyes turned away from each other. This is awkward. My gaze drifts toward the street, hoping for a distraction. And then I see him. Oh, Rin. A silhouette among others. He doesn't seem particularly important at first, but I notice how the few people around begin to look at him. Not casually. Their stares aren't simple curiosity, more like a mix of surprise and discomfort. Why are they staring at him like that? I frown and squint, trying to get a better look at his face. The wind tugs at his clothes and hair. Every step he takes seems to draw attention, even though he's not doing anything at all. Then his face comes into view. Oh. Wait, Rin? It seems like he hasn't noticed me yet. Anyway, like I was saying, the internship's exhausting, but at least it's better than being locked up all day. I notice her fidgeting with one of her rings, spinning it between her fingers. Though, of course, if my bosses had even half a functioning brain cell, it might even feel like a dream job. What is he doing here? Is he just shopping, or is he looking for someone? Can you believe they wanted an entire original collection done in less than 2 weeks? Yeah, I'm not paying attention to you, Leah. Rin lifts his gaze and our eyes meet. I'm looking at my future husband. Whether that's a healthy relationship or not, I don't know yet. Then slowly his eyes slide over to Leah. I wonder if they think we're robots or something, though I guess that would explain why they're still a small company, and unlike some people. Her voice trails off as she notices my attention isn't on her. She frowns and follows my line of sight with her eyes. Her gaze locks with Rin's. How peculiar. Fashion really doesn't change fast. Hard to believe black hair was trending just 2 months ago. Rin still doesn't move. Do you know him? He's my neighbor. Rin crosses the street. His expression is hard to read, but something tells me this isn't going to be a pleasant conversation. His voice comes out a little softer than usual. Nix, what are you doing here? And what's it to you? Rin lowers his gaze to her slowly. With all due respect, sweetheart, I was talking to Nix. Oh, boom! Burn, bitch! Oh, how convenient. Do neighbors stalk each other now, or are you just a special case? Oh, sorry, did I interrupt your superiority monologue? My bad, it just sounded important. Oh god, he heard her from over there. Why do I feel like this is going downhill fast? So charming. Are you always this delightful, or is this just your impress people mode? Nah, look, I'm just passing by, that's all. Unless, of course, you own the street and I somehow missed the sign. Really? Because with those eyes, I doubt you could see anything. I can see Rin taking a breath. For a second, I think he's going to snap back with something even worse. But he doesn't. Funny, considering I see more than I'd like. Like how tightly you're clenching your hands, that twitch in your eye, and how with every second we keep this useless conversation going, your eyes are getting glossier and glossier. So maybe you should try breathing before your body starts paying the price for your temperament. Surprisingly, Leah doesn't fire back, but her body goes rigid and her fingers tremble ever so slightly. She's furious. Oh, that's cute. That's so adorable. They stare at each other like two rabid dogs about to snap. Honestly, if I weren't standing here between them, I'm pretty sure they'd already be at each other's throats. To be fair, I'm not shocked. Leah's always been a bit guarded when it comes to meeting new people. And Rin, well, I only met him a few hours ago. Not sure I can say much about him yet. God, what am I supposed to do now? I need to get out of here. I have to stop this silly argument. I feel it would be weird if I just suddenly leave. Like, the anxious little me would probably just be like, I gotta go, bye. I don't know if I'd necessarily, I'm not always I don't always like stepping in with arguments. Like, if people argue, I'll just, stand there like I'm that awkward friend that's witnessing a fight between, parents or something. You know what? I need to get out of here. Hey guys. What? They both look at me at the same time, frowning. Great, now all the attention's on me. I should take the chance to change the subject. I clear my throat and glance at Leah. I think it's getting late. I should probably get going. So soon? Yeah, the weather and all. I glance sideways at the sky, slightly begging for some visible change to back up my excuse. Thankfully, the sky's on my side this time. It's getting darker than usual. Leah stays quiet for a moment, then nods, though she doesn't look too convinced. All right, if that's what you want. I feel a bit guilty, but I don't know what else to say. Then let's go, Nix. You don't want to be stuck here when the rain starts. Leah shoots one last look of dislike at him. Rin doesn't seem to care in the slightest. Then she turns back to me. Okay, but we can see each other again, right? Yeah, sure. I guess that's fine. Before I can even finish my sentence, Leah digs through her bag, pulls out a napkin and a pen, and quickly scribbles something down. Now I'm starting to question it, like the uncomfortable neighbor. Is it him or is it her? It's my number. You can text me anytime. I'll be around for a while, so if you still feel like it, maybe we could grab a coffee sometime. I stare at the napkin in her hand for a few seconds, then decide to take it and just nod. Yeah, see you. I give her one last look before walking away with Rin, my savior. I can't help but feel her gaze burning into my back as we leave. Yes, I bagged a hottie. We're not dating, but in my mind we're married. Maybe I'm the creepy neighbor. Maybe I'm the fucking creepy neighbor. That could also be a twist. After several steps, I can't ignore it anymore. Rin has been way too quiet since the whole thing with Leah. No, I think even before that. I know I don't really know him, but the way he acted earlier today feels completely different from the silence he's wrapped in now. This is so pretty though, this whole artistry, it's so pretty. Did something happen to him? Oh, no! I skipped it! No! Is there a chat log? Ah, here we go. Hey, you don't have to walk with me if you don't want to. I'm not that lost. I think I can make it back to my apartment. Perfect. Huh? No, don't worry about it. I was heading back anyway. Right. Still, if you change your mind. I'm afraid to click and I freaking miss a response again. No response. God, what's going on with him? What do? I don't want to pry, but I can't just pretend everything's fine either. Come on, Nix. Think. Hey, about earlier. Sorry. I shouldn't have spoken to your friend like that. What are you talking about? She was the one who started it. You're right, you were pretty... Nah, I don't think he was rude. He did help me out of an awkward situation with her, so... Yeah, she just didn't want to shut up. What? What are you talking about? She's the one who started it. I should probably apologize for her, but knowing her, it wouldn't be sincere. Rin lets out a soft, almost soundless laugh, then shrugs. Maybe... Still, it doesn't matter. Hey, Nix. Can I ask you something? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Rin hesitates for a moment, looking away from me. That girl, Leah, is she someone important to you? His question catches me off guard. What exactly does he mean by important? I feel my cheeks warm slightly. I wasn't expecting something that direct. Oh, wait, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Sorry, that was too personal. It's fine, don't worry. Leah, she used to be important to me. We were together for a while. And she was also my... Oh, wait, together? Are we... together? Were we together? Okay. We were together for a while and she was also my best friend. Stop telling me I'm waking up soon! Shut up! I see. He doesn't say anything else and I decide not to either. We just keep walking in silence. Maybe I shouldn't have answered his question. The cold grows harsher, the wind blowing harder. I can feel it sneaking through my clothes, making me shiver. Are you cold? No, not really. Really? With all that shivering, you look like you're about to turn into jelly. Fine, maybe I'm a little cold. Without another word, Rin takes off his jacket and hands it to me. What are you doing? I don't want you catching a cold. Besides, if it rains before we get there, it'll help you more than me. Come on, don't make that face, Nix. You'll make me think no one's ever cared about you. I have a feeling that that is true. Or is that true? This question takes me by surprise and my body tenses abruptly. Given how we acted with our roses, I don't think we actually saw someone that actually cared for us. Maybe they did, but we just didn't physically see it. This is a little bit sad to say that no one's ever cared about me, but no, it's rather, yeah, someone has. The words come out faster than I expect, almost like a reflex. A fleeting image crosses my mind. A child, smiling, hair dark as coal. I can't quite make out his face, but there's something there, a feeling of safety, home. I don't understand why that comes to me now. I'm glad to hear that. I take the jacket hesitantly, but as soon as I put it on, warmth wraps around me. A relieved sigh escapes his lips. You know, the best feeling in the world is getting cold and then having someone, like not even in like a romantic way or anything, but just having someone borrow you their jacket because they don't want you to get cold, and you just put on that jackie and it's just got their warmth in it and like envelopes you like a hug. Best feeling in the world. Like not even in a romantic setting, could just be like a best friend. Yes. And the fragrance, I don't mind, like I love it even if it's just a friend's jacket and having that like nice smell of them, like fragrance wise smell of them. It's so comforting, and it actually just makes me feel so safe and calms my anxiety as well, if like we're obviously in a public setting and stuff. I adjust the sleeves. It's pretty big on me. Oh yeah, and even tops if it's bigger than you and you're like baggy in it. Love it. Thanks. Don't mention it. We walk in silence for a few minutes until we find a small roof by a vending machine. Just in time, the first drops start falling, tapping softly against the pavement. Rin slips some coins into the machine, and after a few seconds, a can drops out. I catch it on reflex. Ooh, I've got good reflex skills. Ramon cider? I'm so sorry, I'm butchering this. I have never seen the soda before. The colors are too bright, the font mismatched. It looks like one of those forced attempts at being modern. Who approves these? I ask that about most designs in the basic market today. Like, who approves this? What is it? Lemon lime. Try it, you might like it. It doesn't look great, but I can't hand it back. I've got no choice. Carefully, I pull the tab. With a sharp click, the gas hisses out and psst. And after a hesitant pause, I take a small sip. It's actually really good. Rin chuckles under his breath and leans against the wall, holding his own unopened can. Careful with that distrust, or next time the can might pull out a knife and mug you. Ha ha, very funny. We fall silent again. Only the rain hitting the pavement can be heard. How strange. I'd never stopped to really listen to the sound of rain before. I can hear that's the best thing, is to stop and listen to the rain. I can hear the little gusts, the hurried footsteps of people running for cover, the occasional umbrella snapping open. I thought that would be the worst part of moving here. After all, this is the capital, a massive city. I thought everything would be unbearable, the noise, the lights, the rush. But honestly, it doesn't feel bad. It's actually been pleasant. I glance at Rin out of the corner of my eye. He's focused, his gaze fixed on the raindrops falling in front of us. Was he hearing the same thing I was? My eyes trace his features, stopping at his bright red eyes. Then a thought crosses my mind. Hey, earlier when you arrived, I noticed something strange. Rin tilts his head, waiting for me to continue. People were staring at you. Not like when someone wears flashy clothes or has a weird hairstyle. It was different. They kept staring like, I don't know, like they were waiting for you to do something. It's not the first time. It happens all the time. Why? Rin opens his can and takes a sip before answering. No idea. I guess I gave off a bad vibe. Most people are really good at spotting what doesn't quite fit. What do you mean? He drums his fingers on the can for a moment, like he's carefully choosing his words. If you're attractive or have a friendly face, people assume you're good. Trustworthy, nice, smart, something worth knowing. But if it's the opposite, if something about you feels off, if you stand out too much, they automatically assume the worst. That you're trouble, that you're dangerous, that they'd rather cross the street than let you get too close. He says it with a kind of ease that leaves me speechless. Oh, I just want to give him a hug. It's like when you see someone who looks disabled, and without meaning to, you step away. Not because they hurt you, just because you'd rather not wait for them to. It's not a choice, it's just happens. In the end, it's easier to put people into little boxes than to try and understand them. It's not hard to understand where this is coming from. He doesn't exactly look like your average guy. Leah's words come back to me. Seriously, because with those eyes, I doubt you can see anything. She said it like his eye color was a choice. Like he chose to have such pale skin, or hair as white as snow. And the way people looked at him, they weren't neutral. There was surprise, sure, but also discomfort, disgust. And all he was doing was walking, just like them, just like anyone. They didn't look at me because I did anything. They looked because something about me sticks out too much, and not in a good way. Because something in me makes people uncomfortable. And no one likes feeling uncomfortable. This is getting really deep. But I get it, I guess. Some things are just unpleasant to look at. You never really get used to it. You just learn to live with it. Though, funny enough, we all do it. Even you. Me? You did it just now. That soda can. I glance at the can in my hand. What do you mean? At first, you didn't trust it. Ugh, it didn't look very appealing. And now? I shake the can slightly, hearing the fizz inside. I like it. Bryn nods like he just proved a point. You looked at it, judged it, almost tossed it, all in a matter of seconds. I press my lips together. But it's not the same. It's not the same judging a drink as judging a person. Technically it is, actually. He does have a point. Of course not. But the process? It's identical. We see something, and without even noticing, we're already deciding if it's worth our time. I stare at the can. What about you? Do you do it too? I guess I do. Everyone does. But me? I try to notice when I do it. I try not to let that first impression be the final one. Though, in my case, maybe people aren't so wrong. He doesn't say it with sadness. He doesn't sound hurt. Just resigned. And somehow, that resignation makes me uneasy. Couldn't you change it just a little? Nah. No. I don't think there's anything wrong with how you look. His laughter catches me off guard. Did I say something wrong? I can feel the heat rising to my cheeks. Sorry. I'm not laughing at you. Bryn covers his mouth with his hand, still wearing that same smile I can't quite read. It's just... it sounds so easy when you say it like that. But I mean it. Bryn falls silent, lowering his gaze to his can, spinning it between his fingers. Without realizing it, I squeeze the can in my hand. He thinks I'm lying. Did you put me in a little box too? Huh? Do you also think I'm just like everyone else? You really are a sharp kid. Stop calling me kid! I'm not a kid! Unless you're like 100 years old, then I can make sense why you call me a kid. Rin takes one last sip from his can before tossing it, sinking it neatly into a distant trash bin. I bite my lip, frustrated. The way he says it, so calm, like some inevitable law, makes my head burn. Well, I'm not letting you decide that for me. Oh yeah? And what will you do? Break that damn box. Then go on. I dare you. Before I can respond, Bryn bolts. Hey, wait, what are you doing? I take off after him, splashing water with every step. What, did you really think breaking it would be that easy? A laugh slips out, and soon I'm laughing with him, dodging puddles and sliding around, cold water soaking us through. The pounding rain mixes with our ragged breaths. The wind cuts into my lungs, and still, there's something freeing about this run. It feels good, alive. When I look at him, I'm left speechless. Rin smiles like I've never seen before. So radiant, he almost outshines the moon. His white hair clings to his forehead, droplets trailing down pale skin as his red makeup blurs around his eyes and streaks down his cheeks with the rain. And that laugh of his, sounding different now. I'm hypnotized, staring at him. Sweetie, we both are hypnotized by him. Feeling something in my... There's something about, like, anime-drawn men that just... If I could live in an anime, I would. Feeling something in my chest pounding louder than the storm. It's your beating heart for love. We stumble into the building laughing, leaving a trail of water on the floor. My clothes cling cold to my skin, but somehow the laughter keeps me warm. Rin shakes his hair, splashing me up. Oh, he's like a little wet dog now. Hey! Oops, did I get you wetter? Oh, did I get you wetter? Oh! Rin looks me over. Oh, don't worry, there wasn't much worth saving anyway. He says it while pulling a little orange leaf out of my hair. You've got it in for me, don't you? Nothing personal, I just like seeing you like this. That is so freaking adorable. Like, fucking take your jacket. He floods my face, and without thinking, I hurl my jacket straight at his face. Rin bursts out laughing as the fabric covers him completely. This is so fucking adorable. You know, props to the developer with all this artwork. Absolutely. Hey, you know this isn't over, right? Ha, I'd like to see you try. We keep walking down the hallway, dripping all the way, until we finally reach my door. I stop, turn the key, while Rin leans against the frame. Want to come in? You're soaked. You must be freezing. No, it's already late. Besides, I don't want to be the one to flood your floor. As if the mess you left behind didn't already say enough. Exactly why. He holds my gaze for a few seconds. Crimson eyes that look like they could steal your soul. I'm sorry. Rest well, Nix. Good night. He turns and walks back the way we came, until finally his silhouette fades down the hall. I step into my apartment, Rin's laughter still echoing in my head, and close the door behind me. The silence hits me like a blow. Not uncomfortable, just strange after all the noise, the rain, and him. I drop the keys on the table and head toward the kitchen. The fridge light washes me in a cold glow as I open it. I grab the first thing I find, a crumpled half bag of cookies, and collapse into a chair. I bite into one absent-mindedly. The crunch sounds way too loud in the empty apartment. My thoughts drift back to today. The run in the rain, his words, that smile that felt impossible. I don't get it. How can someone carry so much and still laugh like that? I've met so many people who, after being crushed by the world, either give up or try to crush the world back. Even me. But him? He doesn't do either. He takes what's thrown at him and keeps going, refusing to be either victim or executioner. As if instead of breaking or hardening, he simply chose to keep being himself. How he manages to stay human when everything tries to strip that away. I realize I want to understand him. No, that I need to understand him. I catch myself smiling. I shake my head, as if trying to push away the image of him, drenched, laughing like an idiot, but it keeps coming back and back again and again because I so wish that he just kissed me. By the time I notice, I've already eaten more than half the bag. I sigh, get up, and leave it on the table before heading to my room. I change clothes before collapsing on the bed like a starfish. Oh, the bed, the soft bed. I close my eyes, and the last thing I hear before sleep takes me is his laughter echoing in my head. I love the piano music in the background as well. End of day 1. Aww, that was so fun. Day 2 is still in development. If you'd like to support the project, you're more than welcome to leave a small donation. Join my Patreon or on Ko-Fi. I didn't read the rest, but thanks for playing. That's so cool. Okay, if I look at the development log, they released this version 3 days ago. So it is still a very fresh game. I am really excited to see the rest. Super excited. I think I got a little bit too much into that novel. Props to the developer, Silver Sky Studio. They actually did so well on this day one alone. I'm already invested in the story. I really want to hear more. I really want to see more. And I'm already at a point where I'm like thinking, okay, so who's the crazy neighbor? Because they talk over here. Okay, well, they do mention, can you trust him? But you never know. They could throw a plot twist in everything and like flip everything around. What if you're the crazy neighbor? What if you're the one that's stalking him and not him stalking you or something, you know? But I swear, I'm pretty sure he's a vampire. And if he's a vampire, he can have my heart, he can have my blood, he can just take me. I have a thing for vampires, okay? Leave me be. I had a lot of fun. I will keep checking back to see when they release a new day, and when they do, we will jump in again, because I would really like to see how much further the story goes, and I hope you guys do as well. So if you do, remember, like, subscribe, tag along, see what else I'm up to on my channel as well in the process. I do also have a donation page. The link is in the description and in my bio for anyone that would like to put support towards the channel. I do greatly appreciate any assistance. I do also display supporters' names at the end of every video. And yeah, that is me signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!